Alright, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to Grumpy's LaidBak Carvings. I hope everybody's having an awesome day. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. I drop a video once a week. Trying to get into doing some lives, but we don't know how that's going to work. But if you're a returning subscriber, hey, thank you. I greatly appreciate the support. And we're going to get started with this one. This is one that I made out of a homemade DIY mold. Let me see. I got some of it right here. It's stuck in the... Alright, you see it down in there. It's almost like ballistic gel. Alright, let me see. Aha, here we go. I got it out of the cup. But it's almost like ballistic gel. I mean, that's what it feels like. You can take and heat this up in the microwave, melt it back down to a liquid, and then pour it in something and make you a mold. This here, I made a little round mold. I'm gonna use for some dab spoon bases. I'll pull it back out. But I just used a pill bottle, old prescription bottle I had, and it almost like the size of a shot glass in there. So I'll take and mix up my resin, my epoxy, or whatever it may be, put it in there, drop it in the pressure pot, get all the bubbles out of it, and let it cure, and there you go. It's just a sticky mess using it. It is made out of glycerin and gelatin. It's a weird mix. I'll get the link to the video and put it in my description. And I cannot remember the channel name. I believe it was from a gentleman named Bruce. I found it a little while ago. But yeah, babble. Let me get on with this. Roach clip we're gonna try. We got a couple of different colors mixed in here. I don't remember the exact colors. I've had this mixed up and cured for a while, so hopefully it'll be good and strong and will not bend. But all right, I fix to throw the noisemakers on and get with it. So y'all enjoy, and thank you again.
Grumpy's in the shop, bolts loose, brain fried. Aliens peeking, eyes wide, tongue tied. Epoxy roach clip, smoke spins, no guide. Lathe hum steady, made in pain, time slides. Dust therapy, cloud stick, lungs bite. Medication roll tight, stardust ignite. Cosmos hiding in the glow, can't confide. Like, subscribe, they're here, they lie. Aliens take Grumpy for a ride. UFOs parked out back, paint chipped. Neon dreams leaking, circuits flip. Black hole snacks in a lunchbox zipped. Gravity bends, reality's grip. They zap, they laugh, static in the air. Grumpy floats, no seat, no chair. Galactic whispers a dare. Beware. Cosmos hiding in the glow, can't confide. Like, subscribe, they're here, they lie. Aliens take Grumpy for a ride. Grumpy got the lathe spinning, stars trapped in resin. Epoxy roach clips, galaxies in progression. Looking like the cosmos, black holes confessing. Aliens beam 'em up, no second guessing. Meters roll tight, they whisper ignite. Puff past to the right, healing wounds in the night. Therapy in the grind, forged in pain, made in the chaos, baptized in rain. Light it, puff it, watch it ascend. Roach clips, cosmic cycles never end. Wood chips flying, his shop's a nebula. Shavings hit the floor, form constellations irregular. Inhale the sawdust, exhale the truth. Each clip a scripture, each twist a proof. Pain is the teacher, Lathe spins the hymn. Therapy in motion, the cosmos within. Aliens watching, tools start to hum. Grumpy carving stars till his hands go numb. Therapy in the grind, forged in pain, made in the chaos, baptized in rain. Light it, puff it, watch it ascend. Roach clips, cosmic cycles never end. In the shop, tools chirp, floors creaking. Aliens peeking, antenna beaming, no reason. Epoxy fumes, the roach clips gleaming. Spin, lay humming, machine breathing, life scheming. Made in pain, dust therapy, no escape. Medication roll tight, cosmos reshape. Hiding in the glow, stars collide. Like subscribe, aliens take Grumpy for a ride. Shop's a temple, wood grain confession. Sawdust sermons, the resin's aggression. Outer space whispers in the screws compression. Blueprints bleed secrets, no discretion. Made in pain, dust therapy, no escape. Medication rolled tight, cosmos reshaped. Hiding in the glow, stars collide. Like subscribe, aliens take Grumpy for a ride. Workshop's a temple, wood cone confession. Sawdust sermons, the resin's aggression. Outer space whispers in the screws compression. Blueprints bleed secrets, no discretion. Made in pain, dust therapy, no escape. Medication rolled tight, cosmos reshape. Hiding in the glow, stars collide. Like subscribe, aliens take Grumpy for a ride. Float the Lathe, it hums in tongues. Bolts levitate, prophecy sprung. Grumpy's on the mothership, lungs unsung. Weightless in the chaos, dreams begun. Made in pain, dust therapy, no escape. Medication rolled tight, cosmos reshape.
Alright, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to Grumpy's LaidBak Carvings. We're in the box. We just finished this out on the lathe, and so now we're gonna do it here. YouTube magic, I'm rolling all over the place, but I went ahead and polished off the bottom. I do that with this sandpaper, same steps I take on the lathe. I just, do it by hand. I drilled that on my drill press. I got my little spoon piece here. I am going to find my UV light. We gotta have that. There it is. I thought I had it over here. Alright. I have some UV epoxy or UV resin. I'm gonna put a little bit on the hole right there, and then push the spoon down in there, put a little bit more, and then cure it with the UV light. Excuse me. Then we'll attach the clip. I hope everybody's had an awesome day. We're Where we at? It is Saturday evening. I just started the adventure of trying to do a few lives. That's been interesting. I want to be able to use my computer. I have Android cell phones. They're just cheap old phones. I got one that I still use, and then I got one that's no longer in use, but I use it as a camera. Check that out. That's just cool right there. But I want to take and be able to use the phones as webcams for YouTube. Goodness, my dogs are gonna go crazy in there. Yeah. I'll be right back. I ain't gonna be able to focus with them barking. It's gonna drive me nuts. Alright, we're recording again. Excuse me. My daggum dog, she does not like cats. We had a cat get in the yard, and she noticed it in the yard. She run up on it to see what it was, and then the cat wanted to bow up at her and start hissing and stuff like the cat was big and bad. I could understand if it was the cat's yard, but yeah, it's my doggy's yard, so she didn't appreciate it that much. I had to get her away from the cat. So every time she sees cats now, she don't like it. Alright, this part is a little tricky, because that's not... That hole could have been a little bit bigger. I thought I had the right drill bit. I need the one just a size bigger. I need some of this epoxy to go down in that hole. That's why I'm kind of pushing it in there and then pulling it back out. That kind of bubbles it down in there some.
Reality's grip, they zap, they laugh, static in the air. Grumpy fruits, no seat, no chair. Galactic whispers of dare. Beware. Cosmos hiding in the glow, can't confide. Like, subscribe, they're here, they lie.
Not as clean as I wanted it, but it will work. Normally I have a little divot in there, and then it'll create like a mound. There's a little bit of a mound, but I have them rounded over most of the time, and this one's not rounded over, it's flat. So, but it is there, it will not come out. You can grab it with a pair of pliers, just snatch it out, break that resin loose right there, but other than that right there, it's not going to come out on its own. It is there. I need to get a, I guess a dedicated microphone for this here. Thought about that too, that might help my videos some, because I know at the end when I'm doing this part right here and I have the music played in the background, sometimes I talk low. I have a low deep voice, and then sometimes my old grumpy ways, I used to rant and rave a lot, so I try not to talk that loud because I don't want to sound like I'm ranting and raving, so I talk a little bit lower than usual. So sometimes it's too low and then the music does overtake it, but I think I got it adjusted pretty good in the last couple of videos, so we'll have to see. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna get me a noise canceling mic that I can hook up to this, and that way, because when I look down and stuff like that, I'm looking away from the microphone on the phone. So yeah, maybe that'll help. Babble, 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 as we say. Alright. Old Path, you was talking about my pigments earlier. Where's the can at? I don't use no specific brand. I bought a tight budget, so everything I've bought so far has been the cheapest that I could find. So, and I try to go for as much bang for my buck, as you would say. And so this was 12 grams of powder. I can't remember the prices on here, but I got this off of Amazon and it was cheap stuff. I bought this second. This is the nail art stuff that I was telling you about on Rusty's live. But this is UV reactive. You have to have a UV light, sunlight, or black light to charge this up and get it to glow. But it glows real good when you charge it up. And what I do is I take my I have that's I'm getting off the subject here. I got that for my glow stuff, and then I have this right here for the glow stuff, a blue and a green. Now this will glow under the regular ambient light. Your regular household lights and everything will make that glow, but a UV lamp will make it glow a lot brighter. And then, but it's heavier. It's a thicker, like aluminum. I guess like an aluminum base, something. I don't know. It's a little bit thicker, coarse in the powder, and it's a lot heavier, so it wants to sink in my epoxy more. But it does glow good. That right there, you can see it more in that stick. That's that blue in the big bag. And but then. The other clips that I was doing live with that yellow glow in there, now that came out of a yellow from here mixed with just regular yellow pigment powder. And then this is my colors for everything else. It's just that I put in my sticks. Again, I went on Amazon and looked for the most that I could get, the most colors and the cheapest bang for my buck, because like I said, on that tight budget, so I tried to get everything cheap. But it don't take much for the way I do my blanks. I'll use there should be something alive, I got babbled, but I'll use this right here and I'll get like maybe 1 or 2 scoops and dump that in my cup of color. But I'm not mixing a whole lot of epoxy at a time when I make my blanks. So far it's worked for me, but I am trying to figure out a different set of resin or a different set of pigments and stuff to use. I don't know what to go for. Eye Candy Pigments has got some cool stuff. I know Miss Francis, she's I think an affiliate with Let's Resin, and they got some cool colors and stuff. Anyway, off track, babble. What we say, talk about squirrel. There you go. Excuse me. Sorry, y'all. But yeah, that should be good and dry right there now. Now it's time to put here. All right, make sure we're in. I moved everything because I normally get down here, because I tend to get out of screen this direction, and now I think I'm getting out of screen the opposite direction. Go figure. Alright, and what I was talking about earlier, you see how that's almost square. Alright, and we got round, square round, don't mix. That's why I take my tool, because my tool's somewhat, let me get that off of there. That could have made a mess. Alright, I'll take my tool, it's somewhat rounded, and so I just put in there, work fingers, and waller it out a little bit. Then I get it situated here. The neck sore. I've been doing a bunch today. I've started trying to go and do lives. I've had a few so far. Still trying to figure this stuff out. To go through my computer like I was babbling about earlier before the dog started barking, I think it was, and set me off. But squirrel again. There you go. But be careful right there. I want to. That's just not working. I think that needs to come down. So take it down with some sandpaper. Alright, y'all, I'm gonna sand this down a little bit right here out of the camera. So, anywho, babble. I'll get there eventually. I want to run my cameras as my webcam
through my computer, but I don't know how to set that up to where once it's running I can focus the camera. It's like, so far the only way I figured it out was it was stuck at the angle and at the zoom range that it was at, and I needed to zoom in some. I got OBS downloaded, trying to figure that out a little bit. There's another program they have out there for Android, iRuin or something like that. I've downloaded it to both my devices and then on my computer, and I've connected. I can turn them on and connect and see the images on my screen, but I don't have any zoom control. It's there, and I don't like that. I want to be able to zoom in some, but then I think once I get it running through an app, I might be able to zoom in. I don't know. Like I said, I'm trying to figure it out. I'm not computer dumb, but I get overwhelmed with some of that stuff anymore these days. Had my A+ certification back in 2012. Going into networking, but old busted up. I was that ITT Tech commercial guy. Old busted up construction worker going into the computer field. And I couldn't do construction no more, which was okay because I knew about computers and I'm good with my hands before my daggum neck started getting to me as bad. Before the neuropathy. But I didn't have the patience to stick out the networking, the A+ part of it, and I got certified for that. That was no big deal. But then working on computers, my back's so damn jacked up. Just picking up a tower, it's got your hard drive and your motherboard and stuff in there, and that would tweak my back. So ain't nobody gonna hire me. Oh yeah, come put this computer on the desk so I can work on it. It don't work that way around here, unfortunately. Then I tried to do my own little computer repair wannabe stuff. Couldn't really get no real business doing that. And then what business I could get it, everything there, everybody wanted it for free. And then that was too damn stressful and aggravating. And then the old construction worker in me, and as I call Ray, that's my old hot-headed self. I joke around and say I got a Ray and a JoJo. Ray gets pissed off and mad, and JoJo gets all emotional and sensitive. Yeah, Grumpy's batshit crazy. Alright, y'all gotta be careful right here. It's too thick. I get paranoid on the lathe anymore, turning it down thin enough. I don't want it to catch and break. I need to get my tool set back up to measure it again. Alright, I'll tie that on there. Squirrel. Gotta love it. But no, I couldn't do the computer stuff, so quit doing that. Tried to go work at a call center. Yeah, that didn't work out. Again, I don't have patience for people much. I'm trying to get better with that, but the old grouchy construction worker is just, what is it? You got common sense, it's no problem. We get along great. You ain't got common sense, then, yeah. That tends to rub me the wrong way. Man, this ain't gonna work. I gotta start over. It's crazy at how some people can be so smart, but they ain't got a lick of common sense. I guess that comes with, life experiences. I guess that's really how you gain that common sense, is trial and error, right? Grumpy's hard-headed. I've had to do stuff the hard way and my way all my dang life. So I guess we've acquired some common sense. Tail's too long. Gotta burn it down soon. I felt that time. That's another cool thing about that neuropathy. Yeah, sometimes you don't feel that heat, but when you do feel it, it's too late. That done got you. Damn nylon melted and I smeared it on the stick right there, but I got it off. Alright. Babble, babble. Babble. There goes that damn little dog barking again. He's in the window. Gotta love him. That dang chihuahua thinks he's a Rottweiler. Alright, I'm trying to wrap that tail down and get it covered good. Alright, flipping off onto the stick. Build that up. Make sure I ain't twisted back there. But yeah, broken construction worker. We tried the computer repair field. That didn't work. We thought we was going to work at the call center. Yeah, okay. Figured I might get that. That was a long time ago. Back when I was still working construction, but it was right before my back, before I had my surgery. I was trying to get out of the construction. I really couldn't do nothing else, and I knew the lifting and stuff was over. So going to working at a store or something like that, they want you to stop, crap like that. I can't do that. You know, I can for a day or two, and then I have to lay up for a week or so. Yeah, ain't nobody gonna work me for 2 days and then let me lay up for a week and a half, 2 weeks, and then work me for 2 days. You know, that's what the way my back is. That's about how my workload would have to go. As I always joke, I do as little as possible around here for when I have to do something serious. I can do it, but then it catches up to me a few days later, and I won't be able to do much of crap. I'll be down. That's just how it goes anymore, I guess. Alright. Trying to get this piece lined up the way I want. There we go. Alright, I've been babbling and babbling and babbling. Wrap this up pretty tight. Hold your puller down. I mean, I say pretty tight. You can't get it too tight. It's going to give you issues pulling it through. But you got to do it good and tight so it does its job. You can't wrap it loose. You wrap it loose, it defeats the purpose of the wrap. Everything's just going to loosen up and fall apart on you. So anyways, gist of it, Grumpy's old grumpy ass. Can't work with people. Can't do call center work. Got major sleep apnea. It took a while before I got diagnosed with that. And I think that's kind of, everybody thinks, oh, he's just a stoner. That's why I act so goofy and talk so crazy. I get frustrated and get tongue-tied and get wrapped up on words sometimes. And I think it's because of my sleep apnea. I use the machine now, sleep with that, but it was a while before I did, and when we had my tests, I was going over a minute holding my breath in my sleep, not breathing at a time, and was having many episodes an hour. So yeah, I got hooked up on one of them sleep machines. Sounds like a dang hurricane when it comes off my face at night. Alright, I'm cutting the tail. Again, don't cut it longer than your wrap. It'll stick out. We don't want it to stick out. Oh, there we go. I didn't have to choke up on the pencil that time. Make sure your threads ain't trying to jump off the end of your clip because it'll make stuff start to unwrap. Make sure everything's good and tight now before you glue it. Don't try to straighten nothing out if it's bent, anything like that. Wait until you got everything glued and the glue is dry. Alright, this is my glue.
Grumpy got the Lathe spinning, stars trapped in resin. Epoxy roach clips, galaxies in progression. Looking like the cosmos, black holes confessing. Aliens.
And then I put a bunch of glue on here, but I try to go a little at a time, give it time to soak in, as I want it to soak into all the thread. If I go too fast, it's going to drip right off, and of course not enough, I gotta add more. Adding more is no big deal. The dripping off just makes a mess. Let's see.
Wood chips flying.
And then this keeps all your threads in case you have a loose thread that's trying to slide or something like that. Ooh, yeah, that's a lot. Walk it.
Pain is the teacher, lace spins the hem, therapy in motion.
Sorry, y'all, about my mess.
Aliens watching.
But now, gluing the thread, that helps protect it from the lighter. But again, you don't need to have the flame down there if you got the damn flame down there. Put your glasses on or put the dang stuff down for a minute. Too much glue. I don't want the glue on the stick. Used to, I would keep it off the stick because I would stain my sticks and stuff after I made them before I got into the epoxy. And so it's just habit now of just keeping the glue off the stick. Dot some of this off of there because it's a little much. Alright. Put that down.
Aliens peeking, antenna beaming, no reason. Epoxy fumes the
Make sure I have no glue down there.
therapy, no escape. Medication roll tight, cosmos reshape. Hiding in the glow, stars collide.
For some reason it looked like the spot wasn't glued. Now's the time to check. I mean, if you find that it ain't got glue on it down the road, no big deal. You can just drop a little glue on there, but it'll soak and blend all in better now. Alright. Cleaning up my mess here, moving my resin and stuff out of the way. This one here glows too, so we'll fix and give you a night shot of it. Not grab the wet glue. Alright, kill my light, y'all.
Bleed secrets, no discretion. Made in pain, does therapy, no escape. Medication rolled tight, cosmos reshaped.
Alright, babble too. I've been babbling a lot in this one too, right here. That's Grumpy. We call it babble, we call it squirrel, however you want to look at it. Now this was black. That thick glow powder I showed you at the beginning of the box session that was in the big bag. It had some of that blue, some black, and then it was a snot, like a champagne pearl color that I mixed in with that blue. But it was basically, I poured it as three colors. I poured it as the blue, as the black, and then the other. But the blue and the other kind of grabbed one another and was separated from the black, but you can see it good. But anyway, don't look too bad. Swirled up good too. I like that. And this was made. This is, where's it at? This is the craziest mold setup that I've come up with so far. And I'll try to get the video and stuff and get it in the description. But I showed y'all. Let's see if I can get it out of here. Shop vac. Part of a shop vac hose. It was quick and on the spot. PVC pipe would have worked better because this has a taper to it. So it makes it hard to get stuff out. But there it goes. Alright. This stuff is like ballistic gel. Alright. Excuse me. It's a wibbly mold. Now it's a little off shape right here at the top of it, but you can see into it some. I turned the dowel and got the dowel down to a shape. You know, that's the size of my insert, and then that would be the epoxy. And then I rigged this up with a bottom sealed off, and then inserted that in there, and then sealed it and locked it in place, and had holes at the top. And this stuff here, you heat it up in the microwave and it will melt down to a liquid. I mean, it'll burn the mess out of you, so you be careful there, but it's a straight liquid. Pour it into whatever you're trying to make your mold in. You know, you pour it in there as your mold material. I guess have some mold release on whatever your object is. I took this and I tried to soak it down in some what did I use? Vaseline. I rubbed it real good in Vaseline, thinking that would work, and it did, but it didn't. It kind of tore up in the inside of there whenever it released. I just got to get some regular mold release and try it that way. But yeah, that's what I did. Is I mixed it up. What it was this video is gonna be long. 2 bottles of this right here, with 14 packages of Noxed unflavored gelatin, and mixed all that up with I think it was a little bit of water. Like I said, I got the video for it. The guy tells you how to do it in the video. And, he uses it to make a bunch of stuff, and I said, well, I'm gonna try it with this, and I made this blank right here out of that setup there. And it worked. It's a mess, and it takes some brainstorming to get it all hooked up the way I did it. And I said I went about it the cheapest way and what I had on hand. I think buying some PVC pipe with some caps or whatever would work easier in the future. But I've moved on past this, found different ways. I'm always messing around trying to find the cheapest, easiest ways to do it quick to make my blanks. But there you go. That's part of Grumpy's madness. But, alright, this one's done. You hung out this long, hey, I really appreciate it. I know this video was probably a little bit longer than usual, but might not be. We'll see with the editing. Y'all have an awesome day, and thank you.